sometimes people will wonder, why even pursue a spiritual path? Why should I even engage in spirituality? What benefit will it give me in my normal day-to-day life? And that's a great question. And really, once you get an idea of how the universe works, you begin to see that it's set up so that it necessitates our spiritual growth and evolution so that we can actually survive in the universe. And not just survive, but ultimately to thrive. You see, life and the universe, it's all moving. Everything is in motion. Everything is moving with purpose. And we are as well. As human beings, we are also in motion and always in movement. Not just physically, but energetically. We have a choice to move in harmony and in alignment with the ebb and flow of the energy of the universe, with divine will, or to move out of alignment, to move almost in contrast or in resistance to the will of life. And most people live their lives through resistance. And the result of that is struggle, it's suffering, and it's pain, unhappiness, ultimately depression, dis-ease, and stress and anxiety. But through spiritual development, we learn to align our lives with divine will or with the will and flow of life itself. And the universe then begins to support us. And you begin to realize, or you begin to experience incredible synchronicities. You begin to attract things and circumstances that you actually want and desire. And I've had amazing experiences where literally you can have a desire or a wish, and it could be something totally trivial, like a specific food or somebody, a person that you want to speak to. It could be anything. And as soon as that desire comes into your heart or comes into one's heart, you can almost have it manifest like that. And it's not something we do, but it's something that happens automatically when we're living in a state of surrender, when we're living in a state of harmony with life itself. We become life, and then life serves us. Life helps us. We were not created to struggle we were not created to struggle to survive. That is the most primitive form of existence on this planet, in life. And it's unfortunate that in this day and age, in the 21st century, the majority of human beings are still struggling to survive. I mean, one would have thought we could have gotten far beyond that by now. But the average person, and even the most developed and civilized societies, are still struggling to survive. That's the level most of us are at. Struggle for survival. And you would have think that we would have been able to sort of move beyond that at this point in life. Once we, through spiritual development, awaken to a higher purpose and align ourselves with a higher purpose and focus on a deeper and more meaningful connection to life, our lives begin to become transformed from having to struggle to survive to where life now begins to serve us. Bob Dylan had a great song, and I don't know who originally wrote it. Maybe it was him, where he was singing, you got to serve somebody. Might be the devil, might be something else, but you've got to serve somebody. And he was absolutely correct. As human beings, we have to serve something or someone. The question is what? Are we going to be serving a higher and divine purpose, our source, or do we serve the world? And if we make the right choice, if we align our lives and live accordingly, where we are now serving a greater purpose, then life or the world itself will begin to serve us. I mean, and if we don't, if we turn away from that and attempt to chase the world and, struggle to survive in this world, well, life will just remain difficult and sometimes even get more difficult the more we struggle, because that's not what we were created for. And it's supposed to get more difficult the more we struggle so that we can one day realize something's not right. Something's not working. What am I doing wrong? Am I facing the wrong direction? And then to be able to make a correction. It's a course correction. And have life begin to work for us. Pain and suffering and struggle serve a purpose. And when we are not doing what we're here to do, well, that's what we're going to experience. And that's what we're supposed to experience. Otherwise, how will we ever know? How will we ever become conscious? It's like putting your hand over fire And if you didn't feel the pain, you could lose your hand, lose your arm, lose your whole body ultimately, and not even realize that you were in danger. But when we struggle and and when we suffer and when we experience pain, it's almost like life letting us know that we are operating from a position which is not in our best interest. So spiritual development and spirituality, and really the path of spiritual excellence, is about getting back on track. It's about getting back to a place where life is now, where we are working with life, where life is working with us, and where we're in harmony and one with life.